Hey, what's up guys? So my name is AznEyesWhiteDragon, and once again, me and MKohl40 did another deck challenge. Now this one was on the perfectly ultimate Great Moth, which is a card that doesn't see any play and I'll probably never see any play in the meta, unless they make some card, or if you control this card, you automatically win the entire match. Even if it had that effect, it would still be a card that people would think about running because it's very difficult to actually pull off, especially in today's meta. But anyways, it was just more for a fun deck and just to see how it would play. And man, this deck is definitely slow. If you guys want to check out the duel, there'll be one in the description box below where me and MKohl40 dueled it out, his Moth deck versus my Moth deck. And let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile, and I'll explain my choices as we go along. So first, you gotta play triple petite Moth. He's not very good, but you have to have him. And then we have 3 perfectly ultimate Great Moths and 3 perfectly actually this one's not perfect, it's just Great Moth. And then we have 3 Cocoon of Evolutions. Now, Cocoon of Evolution is the key card in order to get out any of your cards. Basically, you equip it to Petite Moth. This is Petite Moth over here. Now, depending on the amount of turns that go by, depends on which monster you can actually get out. So, if 6 turns go by, you can get out Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. And if 4 turns go by, you can just get out regular Great Moth. Now, none of them have any effects, which is definitely the downside of them. Although Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth has relatively large attack. 3,500 is still pretty good against most of the meta today, but getting it out is very, very difficult. And then onto these spells, we play Heavy Storm, and I play triple creature swap because since we did say we were doing the mirror match, I figured, maybe I'll just steal his Petite Moth that has the Cocoon of Evolution equipped for multiple turns, and that happened. Pretty good stuff. And then I went ahead and played Dark Hole, and then 2 Monster Incarnations, because since you basically need Cocoon of Evolution, this is a really key card. I figured, I'll play Monster Incarnation because, the goal of this deck was just to make a Moth deck without putting in any other cards that really could essentially attack. Like no Doom Caliber Knights, no Thunder Kings, none of those. It was basically just a Moth deck, so I was like, well, if I've gone through my cards, Monster Incarnation will at least let me get back my cards. And then I played triple Gold Sark just because whatever combo piece I needed. Maybe I need a Petite Moth, maybe I need a Cocoon of Evolution. Because you need both these cards essentially to start your deck. Or maybe you need this because you already have them. So I was like, I'll put in some Gold Sarks because Gold Sark is a pretty good card anyways. Just for decks that really require combo-oriented pieces. Next I played Reborn, and you can Reborn Perfectly Great Moth. I didn't know if you could. It doesn't have the wording except, but I figured, maybe it's Ultimate Moth. Maybe he's too ultimate. You can't reborn him. And then I went and played 2 Dualities because you don't special summon until you get out your Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, which takes several turns anyways. And then next I played 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, 3 Forbidden Lances, and it definitely helped out because I figured, MKohl40 is going to put in the Deep Prisons, and I myself put in the Deep Prisons because I was like, you got to play Deep Prison. It's just too good of a card if you know what your opponent's playing. Like, since we both agreed to play Moth, I was like, well, Deep Prison is probably going to be a good card. Might as well throw in Deep Prison. And then I threw in 2 Mirror Forces because I was like, well, it basically gets rid of the monster. You could run Sakuretsu Armor, but I personally find Mirror Force just better, just in case you had multiple monsters. And then I played 2 7 Tools of the Bandit, which helped out so much. And I played triple Dark Bribe because I felt like, I needed to be able to negate traps. Like, I can't let him deprison my Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. So 7 Tools and Dark Bribe came in for that. Although he activated Messenger of Peace at one point, and like Swords, and I think I Dark Bribed one of them, because I felt like, well, it's going to take so long for me to get MST, I want to go in for damage right now. And I thought we were going to... Well, actually, I don't want to ruin the surprise for you guys. Watch the duel because it's actually pretty funny. The end result is kind of surprising. Very fun stuff. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this deck. If you guys want to check out the duel or MKohl40's deck profile, which I can't wait to see what he actually put into his deck. Since we already did duel, he did put in Safe Zone. That was a card I thought about playing myself, but I was like, well, I can't attack directly with it, so why would I want to play that? Because the win condition was supposed to be Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, so I wanted that to be the win condition. I didn't want to equip it with Safe Zone and not be able to attack. So pretty fun stuff though, but if you have any suggestions for this deck, definitely love to hear them in the comment section below, because if you can somehow make this card good, which will be very difficult, but maybe that someone knows some type of combo that can make this deck actually a little bit better than it already is, which is pretty awful to start with. But, you know, I love making these decks that, you know, no one really would ever think about playing. Because let's be honest, if you took Perfectly Ultimate Greatest Moth to a Regionals or a YCS, everyone would think you were awesome, although you probably would not win. That's why we decided to do Mirror Match. But anyways, thanks for watching, and if you guys want to check out the Duel, which I highly recommend you check out because it's actually a lot of fun. Not very meta at all. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. AznEyes signing out.